All right, so assume we're starting again another example here, dealing with the Hamilton's method, which we use to figure out the House of Representatives, and the Alabama paradox, determining whether or not it occurs so that we're fair to all states when we pick their representatives. So assume that we'll pick the number of representatives. I can't really say if we are fair when we actually pick the representatives, but at least we're fair when we pick the number that each state gets. Okay, assume that 100 delegates must be apportioned to the following sets of states with the given populations. Determine the number of representatives for each state using Hamilton's method, then assume that the number of delegates is increased to 101. Determine the new number of representatives for each state using Hamilton's method. State whether the change in total delegates results in the Alabama paradox. Okay, now I am probably going to use every bit of this page because this takes quite a bit of work actually. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out what delegates are there with 100 delegates, how many delegates each state gets, okay? So 100 delegates. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find that standard divisor. And the standard divisor is the total population divided by the number of delegates. So our total population is going to be 900. Whoops. So 900 plus 200 plus 150 plus 600. So our total population is 8. Will it let me write over there? Dang it. Okay, it's not going to let me. So 1850. So we have 1,850 total in the population, and then we divide that by 100, and that gives us a standard divisor of 18.5. Okay, so 18.5 is the standard divisor. Then we take each of the states and divide by that standard divisor to figure out what their delegates are going to be, and that's at the point that we round down. So 18.5 divided into 900. I haven't figured out how to erase yet. This sweet little tool. 900 divided by 18.5, and then we have to take 200 and divide by 18.5, 150 and divide by 18.5, and 600 and divide by 18.5. And I'm going to do those. I haven't done this yet, so in fact, I'm flying here, or dealing with this on the fly. So, now some stuff appears. Maybe now I can erase. I don't know. 48.65. So that one's 48.65. And then 200 divided by our standard divisor, 18.5, is 10.81. And then 150 divided by 18.5 is 8.11, rounded. And then 600 divided by 18.5 is 32.43. Okay, so rounding down, right now we're just going to disregard everything beyond the decimal point. So to figure out how many delegates we have. And remember that we're given 100, so we have 48 plus 10. I'm just going to add up all these at the decimal. Plus 8 plus 32 before the decimal, we have 98. So that means we need 2 more. So who gets 2 more? Now, for that, we look at the fraction part, the 0.65, 0.81, 0.11, and 0.43. These 2 are the greatest because we need 2 more. So the highest fraction is the state B with 0.81, so they get 1 more. And then the next highest is 0.65 with state A, and they get 1 more. So that means state A, and let's write this in red. So with 100 delegates, state A gets 49, state B gets 11, state C gets 8, and state D gets 32. Okay, and if you add that up, that should be 100. 49 plus 11. I'm going to check because it's really fun being up here and doing these for the first time. I just want to make sure we got them. So that's 100. So indeed, we have 100. Now, we're going to draw a double bar here, and we're going to figure out the same thing in case they have 101 delegates. So now we're going to increase the number of delegates to 101. So that means we have to find a new standard divisor because our 18.5 was based on 100 delegates. So if we take 1850, which is our total, oh man, what happened there? Don't tell me that's all gone. Oh, shoo, I better write it over here. So 1850 divide 101. I kind of want to conserve my space. 1850 divided 101 is 18.32. That's our new standard divisor. So that means we have to take 900 and divide it by 18.32, 200, 150, and 600. And we have to divide those each by 18.32. Our new standard divisor based on 101 delegates. So 900 divided by 18.32 is 49.13. And then 200 divided by 18.32 is 10.92. 150 divided by 18.32, 8.19. And then 18.32 divided by, oh, just kidding. Oh, how I miss you guys doing all the division for me. 600 divided by 18.32, and that's 32.75. All right, so the number of delegates, let's figure this all out. We have 49.13, 10.92, 8.19, and 32.75. If we add all the full numbers together, the whole part, 49 plus 10 plus 8 plus 32, because we're rounding down, that is 99. But now we have 101, so we need 2 more delegates. So if we need 2 more delegates, who gets them? The highest number is 0.92, the highest fraction is 0.92, second highest fraction is 0.75, so those 2 are going to get one more. So that means we have 49, and then we're going to use 11, and then 8, and then 33, and that should be our 101. 49 plus 11 plus 8 plus 33, and that is 101. All right, so now we have to compare the states. So state A had 49 with 100 delegates, 49 with 101 delegates. So that's all good. 11 and 11, 8 and 8, and then 32 and 33. So basically, state D added another delegate, and nobody lost a delegate. None of the states lost a delegate, so in that case, you would answer that no, the Alabama paradox, I'm just going to call it AP, did not occur. Because no states lost a delegate. And that's how you're going to do the problem. So as a recap, I might have another one on here to do, but as a recap for this, what we do is we figure out the delegates, how many delegates, we get the total in the population. We divide the total population by the number of delegates to get the standard divisor. Then we take that standard divisor and divide it into each of the state's population separately to come up with their number of delegates to represent their state. Then we add them all up. We determine if how many more, if any, we need to fulfill the total 100 delegates. And if there are more, then we take the higher fraction, the highest fractions, and add a delegate to each of the highest fractions one at a time until we're out of adding more delegates, we're out of delegates. And then that's how many that each state will get. All right, we do the same for 101. If a state loses a delegate, then we have to state that the Alabama paradox occurred. All right, so I can't remember if we have another one, but let's check real fast. Nope, that's it. Okay, we'll do 12D. I'm going to do 12D tomorrow. I've been here all day. I'm pretty tired. So we'll do 12D on Monday, but you could at least do 12C. All right, see ya.